Joining me now is the Nationals Deputy Leader Perin Davey. She joins me from Canberra. Good to talk to you, Perin. First up, I want to ask you about this energy situation with AEMO, the energy market operator, laying out a roadmap today to get to net zero effectively. As you'd expect, bucket loads more renewable energy and transmission to connect it to everyone. 9 times more solar farms and wind farms. How are we going to pay for all of this? But more importantly, how are we going to have secure, reliable energy if dispatchable power is going backwards?
Well, and let's be clear, a lot of this roadmap isn't a new roadmap. It's not new at all. I mean, they've identified 5 projects which they want to fast track, but these are projects that have been in the pipeline for a long time. So this is not a new government, a new way forward. This is the way forward that we were already preparing for, but taking time to get it right. Because the important thing, a lot of these transmission line projects that they're talking about, you haven't got the community on board. Take the HumeLink, for example, which will connect Snowy 2.0. There's great concern amongst the farmers and even the national park proponents around Snowy and Kosciuszko, worried about where these transmission lines are going, how much of an easement they're going to require. They're talking about overhead power lines instead of underground power lines, and there's great concern. So the way forward is not easy, and we were trying to manage that. But you're absolutely right, Chris, because this roadmap is all about connecting renewables and storage capacity to the grid. But the problem is that's not reliable power. That is still intermittent power. I don't care how big your battery is. At this stage, the technology is not there for a battery big enough to keep our lights on overnight. We still need dispatchable baseload power.
Yeah, well, this plan shows that a lot of the dispatchable power is going to go. We're going to have a lot less as a percentage of our power, a lot less dispatchable power. I want to show you and our viewers this question and answer with the CEO of the Australian Energy Market Operator, that is Daniel Westerman. Have a listen carefully to the question and how he doesn't answer it.
Are you confident that this plan, transition out of coal, this will keep the lights on in Australia into the decades of the future?
What this plan outlines is a 30-year roadmap of investment in the national electricity market to ensure that Australian homes and businesses have access to the most affordable and reliable energy. And we know that that is firmed renewables with transmission.
Well, there we go, Perin. I mean, this is just platitudes from him, the same old green dream, but doesn't answer the crucial question, will the lights stay on?
The biggest problem, he used the term firmed renewables. Now, that is semantics at best. Firmed means having a dispatchable power source to back up renewables when they go offline. That's what we're not talking about. How do we make sure we've got that dispatchable, that firming commitment and capacity when the wind doesn't blow or the sun doesn't shine or the batteries run out of juice? Because at the moment, even South Australia's massive Tesla battery that Elon Musk put in for them, apparently that will only last half an hour if all other sources of power go down. That is not enough to keep the lights on overnight.
I think you'll find that's not even the case. It would run the state of South Australia for less than 3 minutes, that battery. So it gives you an idea of what cost and what the technological hurdles are here. You need at least gas-fired generation to back up those wind and solar plants.